the whole year was good, but it was like towards the end of the year was just terrible. Like I was like, cut the cameras. Oh, nothing. Just had to put my mic on so that you guys can hear me. I have no idea how to use this camera, but I'm excited. What's up, y'all? It's JadaB, and I'm back with another B. If you're new here, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're returning subby, hey girl. Y'all, we got so much to talk about, but it's like we have so much to talk about, but I'm actually rushing because today is New Year's Eve and I'm supposed to be going to church, and it's a lot. I'm about to talk to you. I'm about to get into that. But anyways, I have this little microphone on me. First of all, y'all got a new camera. This is a new camera. I have not did anything to the settings. I haven't sat down and played with it. I literally just picked it up today. It wasn't supposed to be ready until yesterday, but they called me today and was like, girl, your order is ready. So I was on 2 wheels to go get my camera, and I went to go get my camera, and I haven't sat down and played with the settings or nothing. So y'all probably seen that glare from my makeup mirror and then my lamp. But I'm about to do my makeup really fast. Just something like, I don't know, just something like simple but cute. I just want to be cute, child. And I was just like, I might as well pick up this camera. I've been meaning to do a sit down with y'all. So I feel like everything happens for a reason, because I thought I was gonna get my camera tomorrow on the 1st. And I was like, if I get it tomorrow on the 1st, I really don't want to do the sit down video because I don't really want to go into the new year talking about like that. But I was just like, but since they said it was ready today, I'm like, it's the 31st. Might as well get it off my chest before we come into the new year. If y'all hear a noise, that is my heater. It's right by my foot. Y'all know I don't go nowhere without my heater, so there's that. But how have y'all been? Like, what's been up? Because I'm gonna tell y'all about me. But first off, let's just get into what y'all been up to. Y'all really about to get dressed. Like, I should be ashamed for coming on this camera looking like this, and I haven't been here in forever. But child, just give me a few minutes to get my life. My hair look a mess, my face look a mess. Like, just, y'all know what I say, just be cool. Like, I'm so ready to play with this camera and figure out what's tea. The theme of this video, I guess the topic of this video is, where have you been? Like, exposing my 2024, I guess the end of my 2024, because I was on my Zoom. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, I was on my Zoom. So give me my props there, child. But when I went back to school after my birthday, boom, it got real. I was on my Zoom. So January I was here, February I was here, March I was here, April I was here, May I was here, June I was here, July I was here, August I was here, and ish, I'm gonna say ish, so I don't curse on my channel, but I don't really curse on my channel. I don't think I curse on my channel. But ish hit the fan in September, child. And one thing about me, I'm gonna be very transparent with y'all. Now, I am trying to work on picking up the camera when I'm going through, but I have a hard time doing it. And I guess the reason why I have a hard time doing it is because, like, this is not like one of my money makers, if that makes sense. Like, I don't get paid for this yet. I just do it for fun. So when I'm going through real life stuff, anything that's not, if it's not affecting anything, oops, sorry. Hold on, child, my mic don't fit. The mic back on. I don't even think I have it on or connected right. So I'm gonna leave it here just in case it is right, but I'm not gonna take it off just in case. If it's wrong, then whatever, it's wrong. But if it is connected, I'm just gonna leave it there just in case, y'all. I messed up my NARS. Like, I broke the top and I still got like a whole bottle, so I'm never letting go. So that's why I look ghetto. When I travel or go places, I have to put this on it so it won't spill all over my makeup bag. But anyways, yeah, so yeah, this is my outlet. right now, it's not a moneymaker. So when life is like getting crazy, or I just feel like I'm a little bit distracted, which I feel like I was distracted coming back from summertime to school. I felt like I was just a little distracted, and I was just like, I need to hone on, you know, the important things or whatever. So that's why I was just like, you know what? Then I had deleted Instagram, and Instagram is one of the ways that not one of them, but kind of like the only way I promote my channel. So I'm like, if I'm not on Instagram, they're not even gonna know I'm posting, so ain't no need for me to post or whatever. So I was just like, gone. And yeah, that's just where I just wasn't here. And so I was doing like little dumps from here and there on my TikTok, but it wasn't nothing major. It wasn't nothing major. I just be over there. I just be on TikTok just doing stuff. Like, I don't know. TikTok is just, I don't know, it's just a fun place for me. So yeah, so I was just like, let me just get focused. Like, girl, I came to school and it's like I was studying, but I was just like in some type of I just fell into some type of weird funk. I think like I'm so grateful and I'm so blessed that God has allowed me to get into pharmacy school and be past pharmacy school, and you know, like getting through it. But like I think I'm just really over school at this point. Like I'm just tired of going to school. Like I'm tired of getting up going to class. Like the whole going to class, you gotta study, you have to do this assignment, you gotta do it. I'm over it so much, and I just feel like I was just in a funk. Like then I'm just thinking about like, oh my God, summertime was so fun, and now it's like, back to this. Like you gotta study, you gotta come to class. Like it was just like I was just in a weird funk. So I was just like, child, let me just delete all this and get my life together, because it's like you gotta do school, and this is you gotta finish what you started. So it's like whatever funk you in, you gotta really get out of it because you in school, boo. So that's what happened, and and that was the beginning of my hiatus. So as far as school, I began my 3rd year, and if you are new here, I'm in pharmacy school. If you're new here, you really need to go back and watch my old stuff so that you can catch up to where we at now. But anyways, it's my 3rd year. So they always said that I think I'm done with this. They always said that 2nd year was the hardest year. Like that's the weed out year. That's when you gonna lose classmates. That's when you made it through 2nd year, you in there. So that's what I was thinking. So I made it through 2nd year. I'm like, I'm in there. But child, 3rd semester, I don't even think it was the classes. I think it was like the schedule of the classes. Like they would teach us some material, and then we would have a quiz on it like in 2 days or the next day. And I'm just like, it's like they was like, I'm always saying like, and when I come back to edit, I'd be so irritated. But what happened? It was like a water hose. Like everything was just happening so fast with 3rd year. Like I don't even feel like it was a material. I just felt like the schedule didn't make sense. I don't know. Like, do you really want me to learn this stuff, or do you want me to just know enough for the exams? And that's how I felt like this semester was. It wasn't even about learning. It was just like pass the exam, pass the exam. So I do know topics that I have to go back to cover, and all that when I am studying for my boards or just in general. I do know where I want to go back and touch on, because it was just like I can't tell you what happened there. Let me change my light. So we had law. Law was just a boring class. Like that class is so boring that it's so hard. It's so hard to study for it because it's so boring. Like you study it for 30 minutes and you'd be like, all right, next. But you really have to sit with that law stuff because they will trick you. So it was a battle of that, trying to study something, but it's so freaking boring. And we got through law by the grace of God. Literally, the whole class was just like, I need a 62 on the final to get a C in the class. Like, literally, the whole class. At first, I thought it was like, first I'm thinking like, do I need to reevaluate myself? Like, am I the only person that's struggling? Like, what's happening? But, child, the whole class was like, girl, I need a 101 to get an A in the class. Like, I need an 88 to keep my B. Like, we was just fighting. Like, I need a 60 to get a C in the class. Like, that class was just so hard. Like, law is just so hard. Anyways, we got through law, and then it was time we was also doing CNS, and that's like the brain stuff. Like, ADHD and schizo and bipolar and PTSD and OCD and anxiety. That's what that was about. And I was really excited for that class because I was interested to know about like the controlled drugs and just like that stuff. But child, it went by so fast that didn't even have time to enjoy it. Like I was just ready to get it over with at this point. Not gonna lie. Anyways, we made it through that one. Thank you, Jesus. And then don't even remember the classes, y'all. It was just terrible. We had CNS, we had law, then we had GI. GI was just, I don't really know. That was just a blur. I can't tell you what happened there. And then we had IPC, child. Y'all know that's that class that I hate. I've been hating it since I started pharmacy school. That's the class where we actually like learn, it's more patient care centered towards the patient, but the way the class is set up is just terrible. So long story short, that class kind of pissed me off because we had like 5 tests at the end of the semester, and you know it's based off your lowest score, girl. And so she had sent out an email basically letting us know what our score was, like what our grade was in the class. If you had any questions, like let her know. And girl, on there you could see like the calculations, I got an A. The drugs, I got an A. The disease state, I got an A. And then I think it was the drugs that was, no, I didn't get an A because it was just, I know I'm in pharmacy school and you wondering why, I can't tell you. That's why I hate that class. But anyways, I got an A on everything and I got a C on one thing. And I think I got like a 78 C, child. Do y'all know I got a C in that class because of that? Because you have to get your lowest grade. Exactly. So that's what happened. That pissed me off. And then that was just school. School, I was just over it. I was just in the fun. I was just ready to be done. I feel like I got senioritis. Like, you know how you feel that last year of high school when you just like ready to go? That's how I'm starting to feel about school. And I'm just so glad that when I go back to school, this is my last semester of class. Thank you, God. But anyways, aside from that, child, I guess we doing like a whole thing. Aside from school, that's it. We've passed school. We're done with school. We're done with that semester. We have one more semester of in class, going to class, and then it's rotation. So we're excited. It's about to get real serious, but at least we won't have to go to class. Aside from that, child, in July, I didn't tell y'all this. But in July, I ended up going to this party with my friends, and I reconnected with this guy. And child, long story short, Miss Focus on School, Miss Not Dating has been swept off her feet. Like, y'all, it's crazy because I really wasn't dating during college. Like, somebody asked to go on a date, I'll do it. But as far as like, let's take each other serious, like, you're gonna be my boyfriend, I'm gonna be a girlfriend, child, I was not on that timing. Like, I don't know, I really do feel like men are a distraction. Men and relationships are distracting. I do. So I was like, I'm not trying to date nobody. I'm not trying to care about what nobody doing while I'm in school. But child, that man done came in and he swept me off my feet. So in the midst of me doing, that was another was another reason for my hiatus, because I was just like, I was just doing school and date nights. So that's how I was surviving school, honestly. Like, literally, that's how I was surviving school. I was surviving school off of the date nights. The date nights is what was keeping me going. So anyways, yeah, I got a boo. Miss Focus on School has a boo, y'all. Like, it's a whole thing. It's really serious, and we'll get into that another time. But that was another reason for the hiatus. So I'm happy, y'all. That's my honey. That's my boo. Life is crazy. And like I said, we're gonna get into that another time. Like, we're gonna get into that another time. So yeah, anywho. And so then we get through school, and I'm just so ready to be done with school. at this point, November hit. I think I had my last final on the 16th or something. I don't know, y'all. My days run together so bad, like, it's crazy. I'm not meaning to do a full face, but that's kind of what's happening. I'm ready for school to end, y'all. I'm talking about, I got stuff lined up as far as, I got stuff lined up with festivities for Christmas, just because I was just so, like, ready for school to be done. I was such in a funk that I couldn't wait. I was like, I cannot wait until I'm done with school so I can start doing Christmas things, like, you know. And girl, but long story short, girl, I got the worst phone call of my life, y'all. After that phone call, it's like every time somebody would call me, I would wait for them to say something terrible. It was really bad. Like, it was strange how it happened, because I had just got off the phone with that friend. I was just talking about, like, what did I call her? I was calling her. We was talking about, like, just like updating each other, talking about our booze, talking about how her birthday was coming up, and we had also made reservations, because I was like, when this school year, then this semester is over, like, I'm going to go eat something good. I had made reservations at Houston's, and she was like, she was gonna come or whatever, because we be meaning to get out and do stuff and try different restaurants, but we never really get to it, because she got a child and she be busy, and I got school and I be busy. But you know, that's my girl, and I love, like, she's so refreshing to, like, be around. So it's like, I be meaning to, but it's just like we be busy. We're adults now. We are the new adults, and you have to realize that. Anyways, I was talking to her, and we was like, yeah, we're making the reservations. We're gonna go to Houston, blah 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 blah. We ended up getting off the phone. I think we was on the phone until like 12 a.m. We can talk. Me and her, we can talk. Yeah, that was it. So it was like, okay, bye, good night, love you, like, see you actually see you Friday, because I think it was that week. Like, I was about to be done with school that week, like the next week, the following week. Child, next thing you know, I got a group FaceTime at 6 a.m. And so it was the weekend, I think. Yeah, it was the weekend. I think it was Friday, it was Saturday. And I was just like, why are they calling me, like, at this time? Like, I ain't going nowhere. Basically, I'm like, I don't got no clothes on. I ain't finna go nowhere. All right, so I didn't answer. I was like, I'm just gonna call them later to see what they did. But they also go out a lot without me, because I just don't go where they be going, if that makes sense. They just hang out. Like, I don't know how to explain it. But anyways, I just didn't answer. So then she had called me, like, maybe an hour later. At this point, it was like 6 something. And she called me, and she was like boo-hoo crying. She was boo-hoo crying. And the freaking, sorry if this is taking forever to get to the part, but this is, I don't know. She called me, and she's like boo-hoo crying. And I'm like, what's wrong? Like, she tells me immediately that one of our friends, Morgan had got into a car accident, and she passed. Like, that's how she said it. She cried. She was crying, and she was booing, and she said it. Like, and so I'm like, I hung up the phone. Like, I'm on the way, because I have Morgan's location, I have her location, and so I'm like, I'm on the way. And so she told me that, and it registered in my mind, but it didn't register in my mind. So I'm kind of like, let me go get in the car and see for myself. So that's what I did. I don't think it was appropriate for me to be driving there. But on the way there, driving there, y'all, it was so... The drive was so slow. It's like, I feel like I was going so fast, but I was going so slow. Like, everybody was going around me. And I was also just trying to think and just, like, process, like... What the hell? Like, literally, we was just planning, like, Friendsmas and stuff, and Morgan really didn't care. She didn't really care about holidays that much. Like, she wasn't a bit, like, holiday person. Like, I don't know. I don't really know how to explain Morgan. Morgan was, like, really one of a kind. She was, like, her own person. She was just, I don't know. She was Morgan, like. And so she had said that she wanted to do Secret Santa and Friendsmas, and I was so excited, because I was just like, what? She wanted to do pajamas and everything, and I was so excited, because that's so unlike working, like. And anyways, I got to the scene, and the car was down there, and yeah, it was real. I went there to make sure they wasn't talking about maybe a different Morgan, or maybe they had, you know, maybe some type of way the information was mixed up. You had the wrong person. You thought it was Morgan, but it was her. Like, I was already in a funk, you know. I felt like I was getting out of it because school was about to be over. But that right there hurt me. Like, when I tell you that hurt my feelings, Morgan has never hurt my feelings. And I know it wasn't Morgan. I know God. Don't question God. And God does everything for a reason. And I know all of those things. But that right there, that shit hurt me. That shit cut me deep. Like, and I honestly feel like, y'all, I feel like I'm just now getting out of it. And I feel like the only reason why I'm just now getting out of it is because it's about to be a new year. Like, it's about to be a new year, and I'm about to go back to school. So I have to pick myself up. Like, that whole, because it was before Thanksgiving break, that whole Thanksgiving break, y'all, it was terrible. I cried. I would be in my bed and I would just cry because I was just like, what is happening? And let's be clear, I've never lost somebody close to me before. I'm 24 years old, thank God. But, you know, everybody had passed away by the time I was a kid. By the time I knew what death was, everybody was already gone. The grandma, the great aunties, like, literally my family is just cousins. So death is like, I know it, but I don't really know death, if that makes sense. Like, you know, it ain't never hit until now it hit. So that's what I'm trying to say. And anyways, that shit hurt my feelings. Still think about it to this day. That shit hurt my feelings. Like, and it just, I don't know, that made me look at life different, if I can say. Like, Morgan was like my second friend at Riverdale. She was so different. Like, I loved how she was so different, and she didn't care. Like, she would wear anything she wanted to wear. She would put any color hair on her. Like, even watching her, like, when people post her, it's like she had like 1,000 different faces. Like, she did what she wanted to do, and I just admired that about her. Especially nowadays, I feel like in life it's so easy to try to fit in with the next person or do what the next person doing, and she just did whatever she wanted to do. And if she didn't want to do it, she didn't do it. Like, it was never no peer pressure on her. If she said no, that meant no. And you always hear them say life isn't promised, life is short, but like, that hit home. Like, life is short. Like, we had so much to do. Like, we had so much planned. Like, and it's just like, so yeah, anyways, long story short, that put me in a funk. But I'm just realizing that it's a permanent scar that I have. I plan on starting therapy soon. And then right after that, my cousin Peaches passed away. Rest in peace to both of them. Like, literally the week later. And it was just like sadness after sadness, cry after cry. And yeah, I was just in a funk. So all Thanksgiving break, it was a terrible break, I'm not gonna lie. And I told myself, when Christmas break come, I'm getting my joy back. And that didn't happen, but I ended up working a lot this Christmas break, so it forced me to get out of bed. It forced me to get out of bed, and it forced me to have to go out the house, because if not, y'all, I was in this bed. I felt like I was just rotting. I was so sad. I was in a funk. And yeah, so it's 2025, and I just want to finish it. Anything that we talked about, I want to finish it. If Morgan was here right now, she would be like, where's the content? Where's the video? Give me the camera, record you. So I'm doing this. Not only that, when I was on the break, I just felt like, I don't know why I feel so conflicted when I'm not on my YouTube channel. Like, I don't even have that many followers. I don't even get paid. And I just, when I take a break from this YouTube, I feel like so like wrong. So I'm like, that has to be because of something. But that's where I've been, y'all. As far as this YouTube thing, y'all, I just want to take it up a notch. I feel like I've been very stagnant when it comes to my YouTube channel. I want to do different. I want to give different, like when it comes to my editing, when it comes to the content that I put out. I just want to give quality and just do better. Like I just want to step it up a notch. I don't too much like vlogging in public because I feel like my camera was just so bulky and it just drew so much attention. So that was another reason why I decided to go ahead and get this camera. So I'm excited to just get back to my YouTube channel. I feel like it was an outlet. I feel like it's the outlet, y'all. Okay, so I'm back, y'all. Long story short, I just want to say Happy New Year's from me to you. I'm wishing you guys joy, peace, healing, and happiness in this new year. Honestly, y'all, I didn't even sit down and make no vision board. I didn't make no prayer board. I didn't sit down in my notebook to reflect on this year. I didn't make new goals for next year. Like, I'm just going into the year. The one thing I can say that I will do this year, I want to do this year, is to tap back into the church how I was younger. Like growing up, you knew if we wasn't out of town, we was going to church. If you wasn't sick, you was going to church Sunday. And I just want to get back to putting church in my routine. Like, yeah, I watch it on my phone, and yeah, I watch it on TV, but I just need to get back into going to church. I think I'm going to get a therapist because I don't know. I feel like I don't know if I have a hard time processing my feelings or my emotions, or I just don't do it at all. I don't know. Like I just feel like I just have this bad thing about me. I just feel like life is gonna go on and nobody cares. Nobody's coming to save you. Now, don't misconstrue that, because I know I have people that love me dearly, and I know that I have so many people that I can call on if I ever need help. And I'm talking about like emotionally, like if I'm ever sad or in a deep hole and I feel like I need help, I have people that I know I can call. But in the back of my mind, I feel like everybody is having their own life. Everybody's going through their own things, and it's just like you got 5 minutes to cry, you got to keep going. And I really just want to shake that up off of me. Like, I don't know, I guess it's like called being emotionally unavailable, I guess you could say. But I pretty much just want to shake that off of me, because when I have kids, I don't want to be that parent that's like telling my kid like, be strong, don't cry, don't be weak. I don't want to be that person. I want my kids to be able to feel their emotions and understand their emotions. And yeah, like I do want to have a strong kid, don't get me wrong, but it's like I don't think it's healthy what I do. Like I just be like, whatever, be sad about it today, but by Wednesday you need to be over it because you got stuff to do. And yeah, and so I feel like eventually it just builds up, and it's just I just be in that funk. Like I just be in a funk, or just I'm irritated, I don't know. But that is one thing that I do want to do, get a therapy. But other than that, y'all, I just want to keep going with school. I want to finish my last semester in class strong. I want to continue to be consistent on my YouTube. Like I don't have like no new car that I want. I do, but you know, I gotta graduate. I don't have like no new car, no new apartment. Like I don't got any of that. I do want to continue to stay away from my credit cards. So I did good this year, staying away from my credit cards. And last but not least, that's it. But as far as my YouTube channel, I do want to come on here more often and talk to y'all about my perspective of things. Like it's a lot of stuff, a lot of chit chats that I feel like I should have with y'all, or I want to talk about with y'all, but I don't be doing it. And I just want to come on here more, like even if I'm just picking up the camera and not doing nothing, chit chatting, just telling y'all, just bringing y'all into my thoughts more. I'm not gonna really say my world, because I feel like I'm gonna still be private with certain things, because that's just how I am. But like my thoughts about certain things, and I'm talking about real life things. I'm not talking about baddies, like no offense, I'm not talking about no fake TV shows and stuff like that. I'm talking about real life scenarios, like real life things, like moving out of the house, your career, like things that can feed into younger girls who watch me. Because at the end of the day, my ultimate purpose, and I feel like purpose or drive or motivation for my channel, is to, one, document my journey, document my life, so that when I do have my kids, I can come back and I can show them, like, look at your mama when she was in her 20s. And I like to come back here when I'm feeling unmotivated or just like, oh, what's happening. I like to come back and watch my old things. But another big part about my YouTube channel is I want girls who look like me. Not even if you don't look like me, girl, you welcome here. But I want young girls to know that it's people that's going through real life stuff. Like, it's not all about the aesthetics. We not all 24 and rich. We not all 24 and living in a condo. You know, I just want to be authentic and just pour into the youth more with my channel and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I want to do. Y'all, sorry for this like boring long video, but I really felt like I needed to update y'all on what's been going on before we jump back into things. And that's it. I love you guys. I hope you guys find peace, find joy. But it's JadaB, and I'm back with another video.